Are you ready for this? It's been a little while since I last casted a viewer-submitted game of StarCraft 2. Over the last few months, I've had a look at tons of great games of professional StarCraft, and it's been amazing to see the game develop, but today we're gonna go down a little bit further onto the ladder. Today, it's time for a Gold League match of Terran versus Zerg, where the map is Pride of Valtaris, and in the top left-hand corner, playing here with the red SCVs, we have none other than Ice Cold GR, and his opponent in the opposite corner, going for a pretty quick spawning pool with the blue Zerg pieces. We are looking at who is V, or who is 5? I don't know if that's a Roman numeral. Either way, ooh, there's already a drone moving across the map. This is a very long game of TVZ. No idea what to expect, but generally speaking, the longer games will require a little bit of fast forwarding, but that's okay. We'll find out together exactly what went down between these two. It does seem to me, though, yeah, that this is gonna be a proxy hatchery. I don't think he's made a drone yet up to this point in the game. Ice Cold immediately sees it, because obviously he went past the SCV that's building that barracks, so he knows exactly what's happening right from the get-go. I don't think that Who is V really wants this game to go the distance. This seems to me like one of those build orders where you go for a roach warren at home and then try to make a bunch of roaches in your opponent's main base at like the 2-minute mark. Definitely a very strong build, though, believe it or not, it does require a roach warren. Usually you go for about 12 drones on mineral. He's only just now started making drones, so right from the get-go, this cheese is not ideal. It is important, though, that Ice Cold respects this. He decides to go for a bunker. Okay, he's making a marine right now. One marine is not gonna cut it. I wonder if it's better right now to go for your additional command center to wall it off, or to maybe even go for like another barracks. Straight into a factory, not a terrible idea either, but he's only mining with one SCV right there in the gas. Either way, he's got one marine out right now. That one is... you gotta produce another one. Ice Cold. One marine is not gonna be enough, dude. That's a full hatchery. These things have a lot of hit points. Okay, Zerglings are coming up right now at home. There's no roach warren, though, so I'm not entirely sure what the gas geyser is for. My god. He decides to go for a low ground command center, by the way. Oh god. No, dude. Oh, okay. So, reactor going up together with a supply depot that's in a completely wrong position because the barracks is in the wrong spot. Because of that, even though Zerglings are being made from the main hatchery rather than the one right over here. Okay, there is one coming up over here too. Actually, no, that's a drone, so I guess he wants to go for spine crawlers right now. Either way, the front door is wide open. Ah! You can only cast so many viewer-submitted games before you just descend into chaos, okay? It's not good for your sanity. Okay, at the very least, Martin the Marine did pop into the bunker there in time. This is what happens when you don't respect the proxy. And when you don't wall off. And, you know, you decide to go for a low-ground command center, which was completely ignored, by the way, as well as a reactor after just a single marine. Then again, I can imagine this is not a strategy that's particularly common, so maybe Ice Cold is like, okay, back to the plan, which is one of the things that I hammer on all the time. It's very easy to get caught up in, you know, a cheese and do a little bit too much defending. But this was obviously a complete all-in right now with the proxy hatchery inside of the main base. And right now, you know what? I think Who is... This is a long game. Who is 5 is just completely smashing the opponent. This game is as good as over. Now, imagine if there were a couple of roaches in the main of the Terran at this point in the game. That would be GG. Brenda over here gets surrounded. Ice Cold says, "Damn, boy!" Seems to be having a grand old time. There's a lot of people that get salty when they're losing. I don't think that's salt, right? No, he's already giving his opponent the XD as well. I don't think that was salt. Alright, spine crawlers moving on forward. Now, obviously, Terran command centers can fly, so maybe the game doesn't end right here, right now, but our Terran player here is now literally at 3 supply. That supply is in an SCV? Wait, where? Okay, he's making a couple marines. I was gonna say. So those marines are... Okay, he's literally at 1 supply right now. There's one SCV running for its life, trying to make its way towards the bottom left-hand corner to construct a bunker over there. There's nothing to actually put in that bunker, but that is something for future Ice Cold. Current Ice Cold has many other problems that he's got to address first. Luckily, yeah, the Zerg is paying attention, and he is following around one of the command centers right now with one of his own Zerglings. So the Zergling is just right-clicked onto the orbital command, meaning that it's gonna just chase it down wherever it can. Obviously, if it goes off into the dead space, won't be able to follow there. At the same time, other Zerglings are also right-click right there on the opponent's barracks, even though they can't attack, well, flying units for obvious reasons. He's still gonna be able to, at the very least, keep track of where that's located. Link's moving on over towards the bottom left-hand corner. The one SCV! No! Steve the SCV. Alright, Terran's now literally at 0 supply. Now here's the problem. This game, it goes on for another very long time. Please do not tell me. Yo, who is V? I don't know which of these two players submitted this replay to me, but please do not tell me, because I've casted a lot of these games before, that you end up losing this. Like, you are infinitely ahead right now when it comes to the supply count. Please don't tell me you somehow, some way let this one slip through your fingers. That would be impressive. It is honestly hard. You gotta try to lose this game at this point. Alright, there is a barracks building on the left side, sorry, a reactor building right now on a barracks on the left side of the map. Who is V has an overlord. So if he, you know, is not sleeping on the job, he should be okay. He is running around right now. Command center landed in an awkward position. A second orbital command is coming up. Obviously, orbitals do generate energy as well while they are flying, so this one will soon be at 200. So you can drop 4 of those mules at once. Zerglings over here are paying attention, okay. There's a Spire coming up, so I think the Spire is to go for Mutas and Corruptors. This game is over. But then again, I have a hard time that I have a hard time imagining it's the Zerg player that sent me this replay, you know, after, like... How can this game, like what I'm trying to get at, how can this game go on for another 40 or so minutes? If it's the Zerg player going Mutas right now and just winning. Right? Oh god. Zerg, by the way, long distance mining the main base of the opponent. He built a lair over here, by the way, which I also kind of like. Actually makes some sense. Don't know why he built the Spire there, but I guess that this base over here is better defended than his own main. Alright, Zerglings are still chasing all of it around. One mule was dropped, but an SCV will not be able to stand against that Zergling. No way. That mule will also go down. A little bit of money was mined right there by Ice Cold, but he's still sitting at 0 supply, or again sitting at 0 supply. Who is V going into a Hydralisk's den, an Infestation pit? Just make a couple Mutas and chase down these orbitals. Like, you literally need 2 Mutas. One on this orbital, one on that orbital, and you win the game. Okay, there's 3 Mutas coming up. This game is over. I'm gonna fast forward. We're now on ×4 speed. Please don't tell me this is a Terran win. Please do not tell me that this is gonna be a Terran win. So, every time he goes off into the dead space, the Zerglings apparently forget how chasing works. Okay. Back down to regular speed right now. Ice Cold has landed one of the command centers on the golden minerals. This seems to be the most likely location. Okay, there's another another location that for some reason... he's even sneaking out a couple... Really? Hello. He's even sneaking out a couple Marines right over here, at what normally is like the 3rd or the 4th base of the Zerg. At this point, the Marine count is actually becoming enough to get rid of those Lings. Mules are landed at the golden minerals, okay. Neural Parasite is coming up. The Mutas are just flippy-flapping around. I think Who is V at this point is no longer playing a game of StarCraft, but instead he's now playing like, I don't know, The Sims? Or maybe Sim City or something like that. He's just building things. Yeah. He's going for another expansion at home. He's adding on a couple of drones. Didn't Mom tell you to not play with your food? Neural Parasite. So we're going for what is essentially a 1 base, maybe 1.5 base Neural Parasite. Hyphen the main base of the opponent as well. Ice Cold still doesn't have a whole lot though. But this I think he's maybe AFK? No, he's still got a lot of APM. Okay, now he's at 0. A lot. A little asterisk to it. Okay, he's literally not doing anything here, though, for, like, seconds at a time. Anyhow, Neural Parasite is done. We're gonna go... we're gonna go Lurker Den, double Evolution Chamber. Who is V? If you lose this one, I'm gonna lose my mind. If you lose this game, Got a cheering for the Terran player now. Okay, he's not doing anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward once again. One SCV. Okay, bravely moving on over towards this location. Another command center is coming up at the 6 o'clock spot. He's literally making command centers right underneath the noses of those Zerglings. I don't know why he hasn't addressed this, though. You can't actually fight that anymore. He's going for an Infestor now. He's making a little bit of everything. Dude, he is not, like... He's just having fun. Like, I'm pretty sure in the Zerg's mind, this game is over. This Terran is super dead. There's no way in hell he could lose this unless he goes fully AFK. NG Bay coming up on the right side of the map, too. I think that one's... Okay, maybe there to make a planetary? No, he's just adding on orbital comments instead. Oh, God. Okay, let me go back. Sorry. This is one of the downsides of fast forwarding. We're back up to regular game speed now. Who is V? Decides to Neural Parasite and SCV. And then start up a command center. Yes, in case you're unfamiliar, that is something you can do. You're gonna have to neural it over and over and over again to actually finish the command center. But this is now a command center that's the blue players. So, if you finish it, you can make your own SCVs out of the command center and essentially create like a Terran Zerg hybrid. I don't know exactly how many neurals you need. For some reason, the number that pops in my head is 7. If you like build it right, Nick, but I don't know if that's correct. This is something that I've only ever seen pulled off in like 3 games in total. I did it once together with Winter. This was at Gamescom back in, I think I wanna say like 2017, maybe 2018 or so. We were playing 2 versus 2 at Gamescom from the venue, and we were doing our placement matches. Ice Cold is loving this, man. He's absolutely loving it. We ended up starting with Zerg against 2 Terrans, and we ended up beating the 2 Terrans with Mass Ghost. Honestly, it mostly felt like it was fun to play, but at some point it feels like you're bullying your opponents, you know, because we were definitely better than them. And, you know, even though the game took forever, we didn't end it for the longest time. And that is maybe also one of the reasons why I'm kind of cheering right now for our Terran player, because Who is V is playing with his food, right? Like, he is... I mean, it doesn't seem like Ice Cold minds. He doesn't really seem to care, but he's running into some issues now, though. Okay, there go the Infestors. We're gonna need some Neurals, maybe? Or, sorry, some Fungals? No. We're gonna need Burrow. Alright, fair enough. Hydras and Zerglings will be able to take care of that. All army hotkeying every single one of his units back right now towards... Okay, that command center, though, is about a quarter of the way done. Yes, sending everything back towards the main base, and now he's gonna start working on some of this. He's had Mutas out. I just want to reiterate that he's had Mutas out for the better part of this game. I think he's had him for about 7 minutes, maybe 8 minutes right now. Maybe longer than that, actually. So all he needed to do was just send those around. He has seen the command center over here. He has seen the command center over there. He's obviously seen the CC over there, too. For some reason, he is not respecting his opponent very much at all. That's a bit weird, right? Seeing an unfinished command center on the production tab for the Zerg. Oh my god. So this is a godly game. I'm a little bit concerned that Who is V maybe just wins every single game off of just, you know, cheesing. That is another option that he actually... Okay, here we go again. Yep. Yep, go ahead. My god, could you have built that further away? Like, literally half of the time of that SCV is... Anyways, of the Neural Parasite is it traveling on over. He's gonna finish it at some point. There's not really a whole lot of resistance that the Terran player in red can do here. I guess I have to clarify in red now. Neural Parasite, nice. I see that typo all the time. It's Neural Parasite. Oh my god. Am I an English elitist now? Is this... A lot of people say in Twitch chat as well, Neural Parasite. Which... Anyways. Probably shouldn't bother me so much. But he's gonna be able to finish up the command center. Yeah. Zerg is building his own command center. He's gonna finish it up over the next... I don't know, probably half minute or so. I would really like it if you were to do this while simultaneously also making sure that Terran doesn't start up a comeback. Don't get me wrong, Who is V is still, well, tripling his opponent's supply count, which is amazing. But, earlier this game, he was, you know, infinitely ahead when it came to that supply count, right? At least percentage-wise. Alright, I was thinking about flying the command center back to the Zerg's main. I don't know if you can land it on creep. No, I don't think so. Even if it's a friendly command center? Can you land... I don't know. Can you land a friendly command center on creep? I'm not entirely convinced that you can. Either way, Who is V is going to start working on some of his opponent's structures here. And he's going to fly... I mean, I guess that this is his home, too. Yeah, so I don't actually know how it works. Maybe Lewis V can actually check this out for me. So normally, you cannot land a command center. So these are friendlies, by the way. This command center and the drone, they are friendlies. Normally, you cannot land a command center on creep. You can also not land a command center on creep in 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4, though. Even if they are allies. So I'm pretty sure it's just not possible. But I'm not 100% convinced if it's your own command center. I believe you can't. You can in co-op. You can obviously have a command center sitting here, and then if the creep spreads... Bro, are you not done? What are you... Why? What? Yeah, you really... Dude, this guy is just having fun. Who is V is making a rookie mistake, okay? StarCraft players do not play StarCraft for fun. Playing for fun, that's for like what? 12-year-olds playing video games for fun? Really? Oh my god, I really hope the Terran player wins this. That would be amazing. Okay, so he built his own supply depot as well. I guess he was just checking out if he could queue it up. So now there's 2 Terrans in this game. One of the Terrans is building an awful lot of Marines. He's making 4 at a time. Stimpek is gonna finish up over the course of the next minute or 2. He's getting +1 armor as well. Did he just prioritize? No, he actually already got +1 missiles, or I guess infantry weapons. So, you know, he's actually gonna have 1-1 Marines with Stimpek. I wouldn't mind seeing Combat Shield as a follow-up too. Those Marines are gonna pack a punch. I mean, 1 fungal can still change everything though, but I don't know if our Terran player in blue is gonna be capable of microing his infestors like that. He's making his own Terran hybrid right now. Yeah, this is some sort of abomination that Zeratul did not foresee, man. He found out about the purity of essence and the purity of form, I think is what it is. Oh, yeah, no, dude, you got fungal. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Anyhow, this is, you know, a Zerg and Terran hybrid. An abomination that... Did he just attack, by the way, without Stimpek? Why did he even use... Why did he... Oh, God. Why are there, like, a bunch of... Why? Why do we have a bunch of Swarmos, bro? Yeah. Yeah, no, those are not going to be able to... Oh, actually, no. That's obviously not your own. I don't know why we're... Oh, man. Alright. Blue now, in the meantime, just building up his own Terran army. I actually don't know the details on a lot of this. Do you get 200 supply for each of the 2 races right now? I doubt it. I know that there are... I think this is a mission in the original StarCraft, isn't it? Or is that Warcraft 3? I'm not entirely sure. Anyhow, where you like get to play with 2 races at once. Now, I know you know for sure in Warcraft 3, and I think in that one you get separate supply for the both of them. I'm not exactly sure how it works out, because it's not something that really happens in games ever. It's definitely not going to happen in a pro game. It's actually more realistic for Zerg to, like, Neural Parasite a probe and then start up a Nexus. Because obviously the Nexus will build by itself. You don't actually have to, like, you know, Neural it 17 times over in order to actually, yeah, finish it up. So the resources are definitely shared. I would imagine the supply count also is shared. It would be crazy if you could make a 400 supply army. No, I don't think that works like that. By the way, why did he never make a... Anyhow, Terran over here in red... Just making up an army. I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, sorry. Wrong button. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up once again. Because it seems to me that Who is V is not having the intention of ever winning this game. Okay. A little bit late right there on the pickup. But that's there's a a Reaper Hydra. What is this? A Reaper Hydra Marine army trying to chase down a couple of those Medivacs. Fair enough. Dude, he's super late on the freaking pickups. Yeah, stop the neurals, man. What? Fungal is so much better. Yeah, he's having fun. He's just having a good time. All right. There's no siege tanks with the Hydra Lurker Viper army. Or sorry, Swarm Host army. There's a tactical nuke coming up. Really? Do you think he realizes you also need a ghost? I haven't seen a ghost yet. Oh my god, that is an abomination of a units tab right over there. Ugh, kinda gross. Anyhow. Eventually, it looks like Ice Cold is starting to take care of some of these, I guess we can call them Zerg expansions? Although I'm not 100% sure. This Terran versus Zerg is accidentally turned now into a Terran versus Terran. Liberation zone right there in favor of the Terran player in blue, who's actually a Zerg. Alright, who is V? Now, starting to feel the heat a little bit. Decides to add on 35 Mutalisks. I guess you forgot that he had a hatchery over here that he has been diligently injecting. So, 35 mutas are gonna come up. Ice Cold, how many Marines do you have at this point? 20-something, okay. If you can get them all together, there's actually a chance you can just fight those mutas. Because these are decently upgraded Marines, right? Oh my god, this hurts, man. Look at this. Ugh, look at that. Ugh, that's gross. Ugh. The ghost cloaking right next to Burrow? Anyhow, siege tanks coming up right now for Who is V, together with a bunch of locusts helping out, trying to take care of this base right here that's been mining for, well, the better part of this game right now. I guess there's been a lot of mule mining, so not that many SCVs here in total, so I guess, oh god. Don't do that. Hello. You need those against the mutas, dude. Whee! Jimmy, at the very least, going out, living his best life. Oh, god. Oh, no, bro. What the? Anyhow, Liberator available, so maybe that one's gonna be able to take care of that. Maybe that one's gonna be... That was your cue, Ice Cold. This is like a stage play. Maybe the Liberator can take care of that. Come on! Hey, he's a little bit late. He's a little bit late. We like him. He gets to stay into play, but yeah. Mostly because his mom, you know, paid for the costumes. Double Spire coming up. You know what's better than one Spire? 2 Spires. Guess what's better than 2 Spires? 3 Spires. I don't know what we're doing triple Spire for at all. I guess maybe one of them is gonna morph into a greater Spire or something. That's like one of the 3 units that he hasn't made yet. Ice Cold is still super dead. I'm impressed, by the way, that despite the fact that he's had basically no income this entire game, that he still managed to rake in 2,000 minerals of a bank together with 500 gas. Really quite impressive. Like, you gotta actively try to not micro in order to pull that off. I think that this command center is toast. He's gonna need Stimpak. He's gonna need combat shields too, by the way. Oh, no, he doesn't have combat shields. Did it just finish up, or like did I just not see it for some reason? Anyways, that CC is dead. There's a bunch of missile turrets over here. I like how he doubles down on the factory production as soon as he sees Mass Muta. That's the way to do it, baby. I was gonna say, that is not 35 Mutalisks. Turns out there's 2 clumps of them. Come on, Ice Cold. Come on, dude, you can do this. Don't let him get away with this abomination of a Terran versus Terran. Nice, dude. It's kind of like watching sentries attack literally anything. The air-to-air ability of Liberators is not ideal. Although there is a certain point, if you have enough Liberators stacked up where they can actually kill mutas in like 1 or 2 attacks, they attack very quickly. Oh god. Bro. He's like, come on, my command center died. I want to have a new command center. I can almost imagine Who is V just sitting here with a huge smile. I think this is what happens when 2 players are just not trying to win. Like, they're not, you know, particularly competitive. It bothers me a little bit, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it does bother me a little bit. After playing sweaty games of StarCraft myself for the better part of a decade, watching guys just have fun, playing the game for its original intention, kind of gross. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, that's a bunch of dead Metavics. Oh, man, I'm afraid this is still gonna be a Zerg win. Okay, I'm speeding it up again. Terran needs to sit back. He's going Vikings right now. I hope he realizes those are not Raynor Vikings from, you know, co-op, where you can make them deal splash damage, or, for example, Wings of Liberty campaign. Vikings with splash damage, man. Imagine that in multiplayer. That would be something. Terran versus Terran would never be the same ever again. Yeah, so he's trying to just basically go past the command card, and he's making every single Zerg unit. So right now, he's got triple Spire, he's going Vipers, he's going Greater Spire. We haven't seen Ultras yet, yo. Who is V? I don't think we've seen Ultras yet. We haven't seen Banelings, Roaches, and Ravagers. There's still a bunch of units on the list. Sorry. I think the Swarmhouse Locusts are going to be killed by Vikings. Yeah, not usually a dynamic we see, but... Alright. There's still two groups of mutas, though. If you can actually slice them up one at a time, so like he can engage this group of mutas first and then the other one, there's a chance he cleans up those units. Ice cold, man. He's starting to spend his money. He did so by queuing up a bunch of supply depots, which his opponents saw, but he is starting to spend his money. Who is V? He's given up on trying to win this game at the 2-minute mark, so he probably thinks he's already won the game at that point, right? So he is just gonna try and just sit here. Oh my god. Wait, did he make another command center? When did that happen? Maybe he made one earlier. Oh no, obviously he still had SCVs left over. So he just used one of those SCVs to make a new command center. He's going for a Ghost Academy. He still has the nuke as well, doesn't he? Wait, do you lose the nuke if you lose the Ghost Academy? Man, these are questions that I really need answers to. I'm assuming you do, but I don't know. After 12 years of playing StarCraft for pretty much every day, or at the very least casting games of, oh my god, a Factory and a Ultronus Cavern and a Bailing Nest. Yeah, he's literally trying to make one unit of each. Anyhow, there's still questions apparently that I have. Yeah, there's a reason why we normally don't see Swarmos being used against Terran. That's a good example as to why. Lurkers coming around the side. Ice Cold is just about to cross the 150 supply mark. A Marine Tank of Viking. It's a popular unit composition in Terran versus Terran, maybe? Not so much in Terran versus Zerg. But at this point, his army is starting to be... It's starting to be one that he can actually face off against the Zerg with. He's got 1-1. I would have loved to see 2-2. Okay, Lurker's coming in. I think this is about the moment where you go for the throat. You try and go for the Zerg's main base. I just want to emphasize that our Terran player, for like 3 minutes, was at 0 supply. Are we gonna do anything? Bro, what are we doing? We're just gonna sit here? I think he's really scared for Swarm Hosts. Swarm Hosts are not Lurkers, dude. Like, one of them is scary and the other one is not. For Terrans, anyway. Okay, speeding up the game. ×2. ×4. ×8. Okay, we're going back down to regular speed because finally... Kind of. Okay, huge stim pack. Ay. Alright, can we do a scan? Can we do a scan? Scan. Actually, I almost feel like you need to keep the Swarm Host in the ground. Like, Swarm Hosts are so incredibly supply inefficient. Okay, it does scan. Swarmhosts are so incredibly supply inefficient that having Zerg forced into 50 supply worth of things that don't really work for him, it's probably not a terrible idea. Okay, Banelings are coming up. Oh my god. Go, 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 go! Ice Cold! Ice Cold, go! A tech move, bro! There you go! Banelings are gonna finish up, though. Banelings are gonna finish up, though! Oh my god, he's trying to trigger his inner Maru. Trying to become Björn. Inspired by Mr. Clem himself. Couple other Marines, I guess, came stimped from the bottom left-hand corner because they seem to be awfully hurt. He actually wins the fight. No! He's now actually ahead in his supply count. Go! Ice Cold, get him! I guess the GR, by the way, stands for Greece? Probably Greece. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god. Get him. Get the lurkers. Get the lurkers. They're scary. Ah, bro. Stim everything into a line. Not the ideal way of microing that, but you know what? Now they're dead. Zerg still has a command center, though. In the top right. He's going for some tech labs over here, so maybe his plan is to go, I don't know, dude. He's got no gas, so there's not really a whole lot he can do. He's now realized it too, so he's decided to go for some refineries there. Come on. Get him. This guy daren't rushing you with a hatchery in the main base. You didn't know how to wall off, but that's besides the point. That's a lot of overlords. How many overlords did our Terran player in blue make? 24. If he kills all of those overlords, there might be a supply block. Oh my god, there's a whole lot more over here too. Yeah, if you can kill them all, there's actually got to be a supply block right here for Who is V, who's desperately trying to now make this a Terran versus Terran rather than a Zerg versus Terran. But I don't know how good his macro with Terran is. If it's as good as his Zergs, it's gonna be pretty trash. Alright, the supply count is starting to drop. He had way too many of these overlords earlier, but especially in combination with the hatcheries and the command centers and maybe a couple supply depots too, yeah. He definitely had too much, but now Who is V is starting to... Yeah, he's maxed out right now at 105. He's starting to drop down as far as the maximum amount of supply he can have go. Okay, there's a Corruptor. That's one of the units I forgot about. You know what he needs? 2 Brute Lords. That'll change everything. Like, if you make one of each, right? The Brute Lords can counter the Siege Tanks. The Banelings can counter the Marine. If you make one Baneling and one Brute Lord, how can Terran possibly win this fight? Checkmate. That's just all the units taken care of. Maybe one Corruptor in the mix too, so one Baneling, one Corruptor, one Brute Lord. The Corruptor to take care of the Banshee over here together with like the Medivacs and stuff, maybe the Vikings. There you go. If you make one of each unit, you can literally never lose the game. There's one Mutar coming up right now. Exactly, dude. Who is V? Smartest guy in the world. Okay, well, maybe that rally wasn't ideal though. Alright. Ice Cold, go! Yeah, he's confused right now. He's like, where do I go next? Do I try to assault my old main base? There's a Zerg infestation over there. Spawning pool coming up. Ultra Cavern coming up. That's not really the wireframes we normally see. An Ultra Cavern and a spawning pool being made at the same time. Who is V? Actually, like, he's not got a lot of gas. Like, he's got 8,500 minerals, but he doesn't have a lot of gas. Follow-up question. If you were to build refineries over here with a hatchery, can SCVs mine the refinery and can they return it to the hatchery? Could drones go into the refinery and return resources to the hatchery? Oh, I've got so many questions. Fusion core coming up. Yeah, so I figured he wanted to go ghosts and battle cruisers. Definitely not a terrible idea. If you would have gotten there, you know, about 20 minutes sooner. Like, we're now 40 minutes into this game, and I think our Terran's actually winning. Like, our red Terran, that is. He hasn't seen the base in the top right, but he knows that something's not quite correct here. Okay. It's the only place that makes sense. That moment when your heart sinks when you find an entire base. But luckily here, there's really nothing available here for the Zerg player to defend with. double battlecruiser coming up right now, but there's already so many Marines, and these are going to be pretty much unupgraded battlecruisers. He's trying to get the +1, but that's not going to happen. Marines only at +1/+1 as well, but... well, doesn't matter. Battlecruisers aren't going to come out. Battlecruisers aren't going to come out. Here's 2 Corruptors. Peace? No. No peace, dude. You want a piece of me, boy? That seems more reasonable here. Oh, go, go, go. Ice cold. My god. What an absolute disaster of a game. This may be one of the worst games of StarCraft 2 that I've seen in a while, but that doesn't make it any less entertaining. Like, worst as in, like, you know, skill level wise. Probably not ideal. I can't believe the Zerg player did that to him. You know the only cherry on top of the cake right now? It would be the Zerg player leaving with BM. You know, like if the Zerg player right now starts getting very angry in the chat, that would be the only thing that would make this game better. At least, you know, as far as Ice Cold's journey in this match goes. Obviously, I don't think BMing your opponent is a good idea, but that would be the cherry on top of this disaster. This game so far is... it's kind of like a car crash, you know? Maybe it's happening on the other side of the road, but... you know you shouldn't look, but I can't look away, man. I just, you know... new command center coming up right over there. Go, 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 go. No Banelings. He doesn't have a Baneling nest. He's making Mutaling. What is Mutaling gonna do, bro? What are 2 Ravens gonna do? Follow-up question. They don't have Hunter-Seeker missile last time I checked, but... oh my god, those Zerglings. Those Zerglings did nothing. There's a load of Lings, or sorry, Marines right here on the back of it, too. Guys, I think we're coming up on the ending of this match. We can almost breathe again. I'm casting this early in the morning, but I need a beer. It's only 11, but, you know. Alright, he's trying to force a... oh my god, no! He's trying to force the Terran to turn around with a couple of mutas. Come on, bro. If you're gonna stim your whole army, that would be even worse. But, like, okay. Alright, you know what? He decided to split it off. There is a Baneling, by the way, available right now. Or a Baneling nest, rather. So, who is V should really make some Banes. Does have a lot of gas, too, but I guess he's too busy looking right here at those units. Marines are just gonna walk up towards the high ground. Yeah, he's thinking the same thing right now, but it's a little bit too late for that, dude. Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Be brave! Hey, if you have an awesome game of StarCraft 2, you can submit it to a replays at LowkoTV. Just attach the .sc2 replay file to the email, and I may very well make fun of your game in the future. Please don't be offended when I do make fun of you, though. It's all just... oh my god, there it is, GG. It's all just, in good spirits. Anyways, shout out to whoever of these two decided to submit this game to me. That was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed watching it. But for now, take care, stay awesome, don't forget to smile, and I'll see you once again in the next one.